2 Samuel chapter 3. During this period, a prolonged conflict persisted between the house of Saul and the house of David. However, David grew steadily stronger while the influence of Saul's house gradually waned. In Hebron, David became a father to sons. His firstborn, Amnon, was born to Ahinoam from Jezreel. His second son, Chileab, was born to Abigail, the wife of Nabal from Carmel. Absalom, his third son, was born to Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, the king of Geshur. Adonijah, his fourth son, was born to Haggith, and Shephatiah, his fifth son, was born to Abital. His sixth son, Ithream, was born to David's wife Eglah. These sons were all born to David in Hebron. While the war raged between the house of Saul and the house of David, Abner aligned himself strongly with Saul's house. Saul had a concubine named Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah. Ishbosheth questioned Abner, "Why have you come to my father's concubine?" Ishbosheth's words angered Abner, who retorted, "Am I just a dog's head in Judah? Have I shown kindness to the house of Saul your father, to his relatives and friends, only to be accused today over this woman?" Abner swore an oath. "As surely as the Lord lives, I will carry out for David what the Lord promised him, to transfer the kingdom from the house of Saul and establish David's throne over Israel and Judah, extending from Dan to Beersheba." Ishbosheth was unable to respond to Abner, as fear silenced him. Abner sent messengers to David on his behalf, conveying, "Whose land does it belong to? Establish a covenant with me, and my support will help you bring all Israel to your side." David agreed, but with a condition. "I will establish a covenant with you, but you must first bring Michal, Saul's daughter, when you come to see me." David sent messengers to Ishbosheth, Saul's son, with a request. "Return my wife Michal, whom I married by presenting 100 Philistine foreskins." Ishbosheth complied, taking Michal from her husband, Phaltiel son of Laish. As Phaltiel accompanied her weeping, Abner urged him, "Go back." So he returned. Abner engaged with the elders of Israel, saying, "You once desired David as king. Now fulfill that desire, for the Lord promised David, through my servant David, I will save my people Israel from the Philistines and all their enemies." Abner also addressed Benjamin. Then he proceeded to Hebron to discuss with David everything that had been agreed upon by Israel and Benjamin. Upon his arrival in Hebron, David hosted a feast for Abner and his entourage. Abner expressed to David, "I will now gather all Israel to you, so they may establish a covenant with you and you can reign over all that your heart desires." After David sent Abner away, he departed in peace. Meanwhile, the servants of David and Joab returned from pursuing a raid, bringing a significant amount of plunder. Yet, Abner was not present with David in Hebron, having been sent away and departing in peace. Upon Joab and his troops' return, they informed Joab, "Abner son of Ner came to the king and was sent away in peace." Joab approached the king, questioning, "What have you done? Abner came to you, why did you let him go? And now he's gone." Joab continued, "You know Abner son of Ner. He came to deceive you, to learn about your actions and movements." Joab then dispatched messengers after Abner, who brought him back from the well of Sirah. However, David remained unaware of this. Upon Abner's return to Hebron, Joab took him aside at the city gate for a private conversation, and there, he struck Abner in the stomach, resulting in his death. This act was in retaliation for Abner killing Joab's brother Asahel during the battle at Gibeon. Upon learning of these events, David stated, "Both I and my kingdom are forever innocent before the Lord concerning the blood of Abner son of Ner." David prayed, "May the guilt fall on Joab and his entire family. May Joab's family never be without someone who has a discharge, a skin disease, who leans on a crutch, who falls by the sword, or who lacks bread." As a consequence, Joab and his brother Abishai killed Abner because he had killed their brother Asahel during the battle at Gibeon. David addressed Joab and all the people with him, instructing them to mourn and wear sackcloth before Abner. King David followed Abner's bier. They buried Abner in Hebron, and the king wept aloud at Abner's tomb. All the people wept as well. The king lamented, "Should Abner have died as a fool dies? Your hands were not bound, your feet were not fettered. You fell like one who falls before criminals." The people wept over Abner once again. When the people came to offer David food while it was still daylight, David made an oath. "May God punish me and do so severely if I taste bread or anything else before sunset." All the people noticed and were pleased. Everything the king did pleased them. On that day, all the people and all Israel understood that the king had no role in the death of Abner son of Ner. The king said to his servants, "Do you not realize that a great leader and a great man has fallen today in Israel? Today I am weak, even though I have been anointed king. These sons of Zeruiah are too fierce for me. May the Lord repay the evildoer according to his evil."